The MRI also showed possible early stages or pre-existing stages of MS.
Today, very shocking news. 7 little Johnstons, Amber and Trent, cope with his bleak MRI results. There is fear, but why? There are more. 7 little Johnstons fans slam Amber and Trent for annoying Quirk, but why? I will explain everything. Do not miss this video. Hello viewers, I'm Tina. Welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I have a request for those of you who don't subscribe, comment, like after watching my video. Today please subscribe and stay with us, because it is very difficult for us to make a video. Let's go back to the news. 7 little Johnstons, Amber and Trent, cope with his bleak MRI results. There is fear, but why? In the most recent all-new episode of TLC's 7 Little Johnstons, Trent and Amber Johnston deal with some potentially depressing news, admitting that there is fear about what his MRI results might entail. In this exclusive People clip from Tuesday, January 21's episode of Skating on Thin Ice, Trent and Amber sadly talk about his test results in the vehicle. They do see head trauma from past, he says, adding that his medical staff wasn't particularly concerned about the injuries. Trent adds, as Amber becomes visibly upset, the size of my brain, the diameter, the gap, the spacing between my brain and my skull has reduced at a faster rate than what it should be at 47 years old. It's the size of, like, an 81-year-old. Exclusive, Trent and Amber from 7 Little Johnston discuss their fear of their daughter Elizabeth having achondroplasia. Does he have a greater risk of dementia, Alzheimer's, or other conditions as a result of this? Amber remarks as the two address the camera. That's a serious concern, then. According to Trent, however, his doctors told him that the MRI revealed possible early stages or pre-existing stages of multiple sclerosis, MS, which is a very concerning possible diagnosis. Amber claims that it will change her life. Using a long series of lies, Jamie Lynn Sigler reveals how she concealed her MS from the public for 16 years. MS is a condition where the immune system targets the myelin sheath that surrounds nerve fibers. According to the Mayo Clinic, this causes issues with the way your brain and body communicate. So, MS causes your brain to not function with the rest of your body, Amber explains. It can lead to several physical aches and eyesight problems. In other words, there is fear. As Trent informs Amber that they will be referred to a neurologist, Amber acknowledges, I definitely don't think this is what we were expecting. Hey, I know you've been a hard worker and you've done a lot in your 47 years, but you got to slow down, replies Trent, who concurs. An 80-year-old's brain is the size of yours. Aside from returning to work, if this is my next challenge right now, let me button up and figure this out. He adds, adding that he is not very gifted academically. Trent then shifts the conversation to Liz's 14-month-old daughter, Leighton, who was born in November 2023 with her lover Bryce Bolden. I don't want to be a burden, the Trent declares. I would like to enjoy my new grandchild. 7 Little Johnstons fans slam Amber and Trent for annoying Quirk, but why? While there are plenty of reasons for viewers to be irritated with Amber Johnston and Trent Johnston, fans recently pointed out one particularly bothersome feature. What is it, and what did viewers think? The fact that Amber Johnston is the most despised member of the entire TLC family and cast of 7 Little Johnstons is no secret. Fans have been irritated by Amber's manipulation of every circumstance and attempt to exert control over it for years. Even though all of Amber's children are now adults, her domineering behavior just gets worse. Although enforcing a rigid upbringing and being strict are one thing, many fans of 7 Little Johnstons believe Amber goes too far. Even though Trent is not as horrible, he frequently takes Amber's lead. The outcome remains, thus, substantially unchanged. Because of Liz's handling of parenting, viewers are beginning to understand why 7 Little Johnston supporters have long referred to Liz as Johnston Amber Jr. She has been criticized by many viewers for frequently treating Bryce like hired help and bossing him around. Bryce, regrettably, is being closely watched by both Amber and Liz. It's a double whammy that most viewers believe he doesn't deserve, therefore. As viewers of season 15 of 7 Little Johnstons have observed, Leighton Bolden is given a lot more attention as the whole family gets used to having a new family member around. On the other hand, Amber and Trent were recently criticized by fans for referring to themselves as Lolly and Bappa, which are the names they use for their grandmother and uncle. One user recently said, "I just have to say, I'm tired of hearing Amber and Trent use these ridiculous made-up names for grandparents to refer to themselves in the third person all the time. They are clearly named after Amber, who instructed everyone to refer to them as Lolly and Bappa or else." An additional commenter added, "Mom and Dad are mentioned 20 times every episode. It's really irritating. From the very beginning, they have been acting in the third person." A third individual added, "This indicates that she has been carrying the child around as though it were her own. It was really awkward to try to shoot the photo while holding the infant." One more person went on to ask, "What's wrong with Granny and Uncle? Why does everyone now have to go by some strange name? When I was growing up, unless they were Italian, that was how everyone called their grandparents. Then Nana and Nano were involved. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.